The reason that we're here is a rather cheeky one, because our great-grandmother, Emma Stafford, was, we think, the illegitimate daughter between a Marquis of Sligo and ... So we want to know which Marquis of Sligo was our great-great-grandfather.
Have you any idea when your great-grandmother may have been born? Any rough date?
Not really. It'd be very vague. We know when a grandmother, more or less, even that, more or less, when our grandmother was born.
I think she was 80 when she died.
Yes.
And I was 9.
80 back from 1949 then.
Yeah, so you're talking about the latter end of the 19th century. And
Mm.
your great-grandmother would have been another generation behind that again. So really we're looking at the second Marquis of Sligo then. Howe Peter Browne.
This fellow here.
And that's him there.
Mm.
Now, Howe Peter Browne was certainly a larger-than-life character, given the times he lived in and the lifestyle he embarked on from a very early age. He's just quite amazing, really, you know. He joined up with Byron. They went to Cambridge together. And this is where really the great life of debauchery starts. Howe Peter had lots of chances to have illegitimate children, or children outside marriage. He had many amorous entanglements and was also blackmailed by Harriet Wilson, one of the most infamous or famous, I'm not quite sure, courtesan during that time. And how Peter says in one of his letters that he had to very dearly buy his own letters back from Harriet Wilson.
This is getting into what might appear to be quite a possible area, isn't it?
Yes. I think the fact that he was in this milieu, really, that this was quite acceptable for the aristocrats at the time, and indeed they took very good care of their offspring.
Well, Emma was a ward of Chancery, that we do know.
Oh, well, that makes a difference. Only children of both parentage and of means became wards of Chancery. It wasn't for penniless children.
Exactly.
So I have to say to you, while we may not be able to connect directly, I think Howe Peter is your best bet. If you're going to have a look,
this
I
does
think...
sound like it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, it certainly sounds like there's possibility there.
Certainly, many possibilities, John, I think. Well, before you set off, there's a very fine portrait of Howe Peter in the house. I wonder, would you like to see it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'd love to. Very much so.
Here we are, larger than life and the largest portrait in the entire collection, wouldn't you know? Howe Peter, second Marquis of Sligo.
It's a really nice painting, too.
Isn't it? And this is the time of his kind of free and easy lifestyle.
Free and easy life,
that I
it's a
explained
very nice way of putting
earlier.
it. I just want to see if there's any sort of connection between...
Your great-grandmother.
Yes, Emma, the great-great-grandmother, and him. I don't think there is particularly, but I'll tell you who that really is, and that's to the left, and I believe that's his father.
Yes, the first Marquis, absolutely.
Yeah, just to go back to this Ward of Chancery business, because surely with the Ward of Chancery there must be a sheaf of papers somewhere.
Well, one would imagine so, anything to do with the court. But with the Court of Chancery, funny enough, the papers are very, very dubious. You know, a lot of people would be involved in the case who may not necessarily want their names be released. So I don't really know, John, would you have much chance of success there, you know?
Indeed.
But in the meantime, I leave you with that, a picture of, hopefully, your ancestor, Howe Peter, second Marquis of Sligo.
It's not that far away, you see, really.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that.
You're
That's
very
terrific.
And you too. So you're exploring things?
Yeah.
Finding out?
I'm hoping you've got some answers.
Yeah, well, I know some things, but the trouble is, it's an awful lot of just conjecture, you know, that's the difficulty.
Time heals many wounds, but bad dreams remain. And a hope that something like this will make a large curve around my loved ones.
Oh.
I do not...
I know.